For your listening enjoyment, we now present the moonlight melodies of...
Folks, welcome back to another episode of the Josh Potter Show. Oh, last week was so fun, wasn't it? With Ian Fidance. Go check that out if you haven't already. Tell your friends about the show. Make sure you're sending things in. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. That's the place to do it. So many Roach reporters sending a particular video in today. Oh my goodness, we'll get all into it. But yes, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. That is where you can send things. And also go to the website, thejoshpotter.com. That's where you can buy tickets to my shows. One that's very important coming up here, March 27th, San Diego, California. March 27th, over at the old American Comedy Company. Pleased to be buying tickets to that. We will see you there. This week, if you're going to be purchasing the Your Mom's House Live, I'd like you to get the VIP package because you'll see your boy on the post-game show there doing the post-game for Your Mom's House Live 10 this week. So watch the whole thing. Stick around for the reaction with your boy. Get in the chat there. You get a whole bunch of other stuff. You can buy that over at livestream.ymhstudios.com. Oh boy, but yes. Buy tickets to the shows. I'm coming to Wisconsin, by the way, too, in August. Got that one on the list. Hopefully we fill some things in between there. That's for damn sure. Thank you to Navayez for sending in that music. Again, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com if you want to send something by way of music, by way of articles. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, let's just get right into the sports because I know last week you were expecting me to discuss this. Unfortunately, we taped the episode with Ian Fidance right before it happened, so we're going to get all... I made sure this is a solo episode so we can get to the nitty-gritty of it, but let's get into the sports.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, yes, Rob Ray, Buffalo Sabres play-by-play, color analyst, I should say, Rob Ray. He had a wild video that came out. I was watching it live when it happened, and when something live like that happens, I think, oh my goodness, for the show, this is going to be awesome. Certainly no one's watching the MSG broadcast of the Sabres game out there other than me and the poor folk of Buffalo who have to be subjected to how awful this team is. I mean, it is the worst hockey team. Maybe God, we're going to go 14 years without playoffs. I've been so depressed, and I'm like, what is the problem here? Because usually I'm just at a depressed level all the time where I can handle it. I deal with it. It's my homeostasis. Now I'm at like a level where I go like, I don't know if I can get out of this one. I'm going to have to like go to a doctor, for God's sake. And I think it's because of the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, God, they're just so bad that it's making me not even like want to know what's going on with them at this point. It's very terrible for my well-being. So fix it, Terry Pagula. But anyhow, I'm watching the game and I think, oh man, we got to definitely play this on the show. And then I go on the internet. I'm getting tagged left and right. I mean, meme pages have this thing. I mean, it is all over the internet constantly. So I thought we could show the video. Let's show that video first, shall we? Of him taking that puck to the
It's good. The puck is dropped and it's 4-0 in the opening period. And Razor just took another one.
And by the way, that's because, pause it for me, he took a puck earlier this season to the face. And you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's a color analysis. Why is he even down near the ice to begin with? My theory on that is this, and I don't have anything to back this up. I think because Rob Ray, former enforcer, player for the Buffalo Sabres, longtime Buffalo Sabres, fan favorite, hometown hero. Not from Buffalo, obviously, but he's spent most of his career there, lived there beyond his career. Now he's obviously on the broadcast team for the Sabres. But I think that it's a situation where he was up in the booth and he was having a difficult time seeing the game because it's not his usual vantage point that he's used to. So they put him between the benches where they often have like sometimes a sideline guy, they call it, or like they'll throw it down to that person to talk to the coach or what have you. He's watching the entirety of every game and doing color analysts from that position that you see between the benches there. And again, I don't think many people do that at all. I think it's, again, just where he's used to being, where he's he's used to watching the game from the bench because he didn't get a lot of playing time. He was a fighter, and he used to fight all the time. Let's do a little backstory before we come back to this video on Rob Ray. This is one of the most epic moments, maybe in hockey history. Rob Ray was playing for the team, and a gentleman, somehow, I don't know how he did it, but he stormed the ice and was on the ice. He went over the glass like a person who is mentally ill climbing into a bear cage at the zoo, you know? And this guy, he comes up onto the Sabres bench, and Rob Ray's not having any of it. Watch this video.
Oh, look at Rob Ray. My God.
He's beating the shit out of him.
He climbed over the glass. And
this guy sort of sat up there, and he just sort of sat on top of the glass, and he never really said anything. He just sort of sat there, and he stared, and he looked around, and he stared, and, we're kind of wondering, what's this guy going to do? So, we weren't going to really wait to give him the chance of, who knows what he's going to do, the things that happen. So, as soon as he jumped, we sort of just threw him up, and, hopefully that was going to be the end, but he came right back. So, and then that's when we sort of took a little force to him and tried to slow him down or tried to get him out of there. And, by that time, the police had come and they took him away.
Oh, my God. I mean, that is the greatest video. I mean, see something, say something. I mean, this is well before terrorism took hold of our country. And Rob Ray said, this guy, I'm not going to take any chances on this guy sitting up there. No, sir. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And he did that quite a bit on the ice, too. He fought a lot of people on the ice to the point where they had to institute a rule because Rob Ray's strategy as a fighter wasn't necessarily to physically dominate, though he did that on occasion. His advantage to get an edge, it was when they grab my jersey, I want the whole jersey to come right off my body. And then they have nothing to grab. You're on skates. It's tough to just, get leverage on a punch when you're on ice skates. So that's why they grab the jersey, you see, and they go like this. They're doing a simultaneous pull and punch situation. Rob Ray eliminated that as a defensive strategy. So when they'd grab him, the whole thing would just come right off. He didn't strap it in, and it would come right off his body. So he's there shirtless. Now he's punching it out of a guy, and they can't grab nothing, And so they made a rule. It's the Rob Ray rule, where if your jersey comes off, it's like a game misconduct or something like that. I don't remember. But let's see. Can we watch him get hit in the face with a puck again? Because that was so funny, dude. Oh my God. So he's there on the sidelines, and it happened.
Puck is dropped, and it's 4-0.
Oh,
in the opening period.
That's the
and
best
Razor just
I've
took
ever
another
heard
one
on any broadcast.
And that was a rocket. Doctors checking Razor out very quickly. That was close to the eye. Puck is dropped.
So yeah, I mean, that is the greatest F-bomb ever dropped on a broadcast, in my opinion, ever. I mean, what is this, his reaction? He stayed, by the way. He stayed down there and just finished the game. He's like, I've gotten hit in the face before, What's that?
There's a few videos here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple there in the eyebrow, a couple little stitches. But
all right, so where did it hit first? Or is that all in one motion?
right where the golf ball is right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not normal. That's not normal, so.
Look at you knowing where every camera is.
I got it, Dan.
Yeah.
But he's been hit in the face by pucks, by fists, by sticks, so he's like, I got hit before, I can do this. But I think something, and we'll watch the rest, I want to see some more of these videos, but I think Rob Ray might have CTE now. After this second puck jarred something, because he's been weird in a funny way. I'm loving it, and everyone thinks it's hilarious. But I think we got to keep our eye on Rob Ray. I think something's going to happen. I mean, he has been off his rocker as of late. What are the rest of these? Is this more of him on the... Because, I mean, this was like in the middle of the game.
Ray, tonight.
This is Marty B. Ron
Way
and,
up here, guys.
and Duffer.
You see it? I'm up here with all my friends.
In the spotlight, of course.
In the spotlight, the farthest spot away from any activity down on the ice, okay? And I was a little disappointed there listening to that little video. because Lindy, he's a little insecure, so I can understand. He tries to make fun of other people because his insecurities, but he's a Westerner. What's good about the West? Mountains and what? Alberta says they're rat-free. Ray, tonight.
I don't even know what the hell he's talking about in that video. I mean, he's going on about the mountains, everything else. So what he did the next game, they did a little LOL because the Sabres are so abysmal that it's not important that he has to call the game. And there's many, 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 many empty seats in the arena because no one's going. I mean, it is bad. So they put him up way, way, way up in the 300 level, the top row of the stadium, so that he could call the game from there. And he doesn't really have to do anything. I mean, they're just going to do little LOLs throughout the broadcast. I mean, that's really the whole point of it. I don't know that he brought much analysis from that position. Not that he really has to, but yeah, he's up there in old 327. Look at how empty. That's the saddest part about the whole thing to me is how empty the stadium is. And it harkens back the last few years. The stadium has been empty. I want to come back to these videos, but can you go to the video I sent you from my Instagram? Because Rob Ray and I have a bit of a history. Rob Ray used to fuck my cousin.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I could have used it more, what's the word, like churched it up a little bit and been like, Rob Ray and my cousin dated. I don't think they dated. I think that was just but anyhow, she used to be a Saberette, they called them. That was like the cheerleaders for the Sabres. And they used to have these at one point. And they're, cheerleaders for hockey. What do you think they do? They're not on the ice or anything. They're just going through the stands and giving out. There would be like, oh, look at the Saberettes are in section 244, and they are going to give someone a seat upgrade. And they'd be there with like the sponsor or whatever else. So they had these for a minute. And I think what happened was, because they have to do events with the Sabres, and there was a policy, strict no fucking the Sabres. But I don't think, no one listens to those policies. I think they had too many incidents. Like because my cousin and Rob Ray were like this. And I'm like, what's going on here? And so they deemed her relationship with him inappropriate. So I'm assuming it wasn't because he got on a knee and proposed. You know what I mean? I was a little kid at the time, so I don't know. I didn't know what doing it was. I thought that was like my sister's or my cousin's boyfriend. I was like, man, Rob Ray and I are like related. But so, I've gone to games many times. I've met Rob Ray 1,000 times. I actually did. I forgot to send you this fucking picture. Damn it. Back in 2008, I had just started comedy, and locally they did a roast for Rob Ray, and I was on the dais. Not the one for WGR. I know that's the more famous roast of Rob Ray. This was an off one. I think it was filmed. But I don't know. I have a picture of me. I had hair and everything. I was a young boy roasting Rob Ray. I didn't bring that up. I should have. I didn't have the courage at the time to be like, Rob Ray fucked my cousin. You know what I mean? Like
you spoke? You
I was on the panel. I was on the dais.
Wow.
And he was so cool and everything. Like I've met him a bazillion times through broadcasting as well. Since he started doing, radio and everything else. But here, Rob Ray doesn't know who I am. I should point that out. It's a very one-way relationship. Done all these things. If I told him, I'm like, hey, I did that roast with you. Just this past Thanksgiving, I went home to 3 Sabres games. I wasted my money on 3 Sabres games. They lost every single one of them. I think we had 1 goal the entire time. I did get a gravy boat, though. But I saw Rob Ray. I was up in the 200 level. The Roach has some well-to-do friends in the city of Buffalo. And so I was up in the, the highfalutin seats up in the 200 section. That's where they film the broadcast as well, the pre-show and post-show. And Razor's hanging out there at the pre-show. And I walk right by him. I go, Razor! And I like dab him up. And then I just kept going. He was very like, whatever. He couldn't wait for me. He goes, what's up, buddy? And I'm just like, I kept going by. Wasn't like, hey, Josh. You know what I mean? So I'm always trying to get Rob Ray's attention. This was the time I went to the Sabres game, and they so had nobody at the seats that everybody would buy a ticket for wherever, and we'd all just congregate basically at what would be considered the 50-yard line. For those who don't watch hockey, center ice, we'd congregate center ice and low. And I'm there right behind where Rob Ray's broadcasting, right behind where he gets drilled with a puck. There is no one at this fucking hockey game. So, you could hear people having just a conversation across the way. You could hear everyone on the ice talking. Every fucking clack of the stick was like a gunshot. It was so loud. So I wanted to get Rob Ray's attention. And there's no way he didn't hear me. Play this video.
Yeah. Rob Ray! You're the man!
I'm so drunk. Nothing.
Look at me! One time! I love you!
There's no way he didn't hear me.
Aubrey!
All right.
I love that. I want to make that a sound.
I mean, there's no way. Why couldn't you just turn around and give me a thumbs up? I mean, something. The game, it was like 5-1. We're watching Tokarski in net. The fucking, I mean, I don't even know where that guy went at this point. He had like 8 goals. He was lit up. God. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Home Chef. Oh my goodness. So many meal kits claim to be simple and easy to use. Then they show up with recipes that take forever and aren't worth the effort. And it is a lot of effort, let me tell you. I don't want to put in any effort. And some of these things come and it's like, I thought this was supposed to be easy. I'm supposed to be a 5-star chef to put this thing together. Not with Home Chef. They're not going to do that to you. Users of leading meal kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. That's the most important for your boy right here. And let me tell you, the surveys are on to something because this week I had the sliced steaked rice bowl. Oh my goodness. The things in here, I couldn't even tell you all the ingredients because I don't know what they are. Thank you to Home Chef for putting in new foods into my sort of repertoire, my palate, if you will. Crispy pepper shrimp was another one that I got. I'm not making seafood on my own. Thank you, Home Chef. Those things were great, and there's plenty of great options for you. And for a limited time, Home Chef going to be offering the Roaches here 18 free meals plus free dessert for life. And of course, free shipping on the first box. So go to homechef.com/Potter. That's homechef.com/Potter. You're going to get 18 free meals and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/Potter. Must be an active subscriber to receive that free dessert. But anyway, do we have more of those fun videos from when he was up in the... Because now he's up in the crowd. And there's a lot of LOLs happening. Like I said, no one really cares about what's happening with the game. Let's see.
I haven't watched through these, so we'll have to watch these.
Yeah. I'm sure that they're all Rob Ray moments.
Anybody up in the 300s, if you happen to brought a radio to
Yeah, I could use a hot dog.
Yeah.
Maybe a drink.
Well, and any pucks deflected up. You know,
There's nobody here.
Just keep them scrolling. There's nobody here, he said. Did you hear that?
Anything other than this. Right
there
here.
he is eating a hot dog.
It's a good hot dog, buddy.
Everybody asks, what's it like to be on the road with Razor when you go out to dinner? There you go. That's it right there.
Yeah, see that? That was a goal.
Can you pause it? First, I like the part where he's like, there's nobody here. Yeah, we know, Rob. I mean, no, the team is awful.
Up in the 300s, if you happen to brought a radio to
I could use a hot dog.
Someone did bring the hot dog, and he's like, there's nobody here. Anyhow, there's the hot dog. You can
get enough of it, and it's a 2-0 Anaheim lead.
2-0 Anaheim lead. Anaheim's terrible.
They're just going to keep firing pucks to the net, and that's exactly what happened here.
He's got his mouth full.
Yeah, he's talking. So the goal happens while he's eating this hot dog up there. And so his job is to explain what happened during the goal. So he's like, I mean, he's still eating that. Because, like, listen, the Anaheim Ducks are such a fucking... I watched this game. This was like, we were supposed to win this game. I mean, Trevor Zegras isn't playing. There's like another dude that's good on their team that wasn't playing. I'm like, we got this one. And they go up 2-0. I mean, it's fucking so abysmal. All right, go ahead. Play this again. I want to hear it.
Urging to the net.
Get enough of it, and it's a 2-0 Anaheim lead.
They got nothing to lose. They're just going to keep firing pucks to the net, and that's exactly what happened here. They just keep converging to the net.
Get enough of it.
I mean, this is the best broadcasting I've ever come across in my life. This is my dream of what, I mean, the only thing he's missing is just getting a little drunk and having a beer. I mean, let the guy have a fucking beer, for Christ's sake. You know Razor likes to tie one on or two. All right, let's see the next one.
It turned in the Sabres' favor.
Krebs,
look at Krebs and Strome behind the net here. Come on, squeeze those gloves off.
They were talking to Peyton at the bench, as you would expect.
Here we go.
Start dropping instead of waiting for it to happen. Razor always says, be the first to go and then get an arm's length. Here we go. Peyton Krebs against Strome.
Peyton, you fuck.
Behind the Sabres goal.
Yeah, Strome really doesn't want too much to do with it.
All right. I mean, we had to watch Peyton Krebs, one of my favorites, get fucking wrecked there. I mean, I like that he's got a little, but Razor, given an analyst of the fight, he doesn't usually chime in that hardcore. I mean, I think he's starting to get a little slippery in the brain a little bit. You know, he got hit in the head with a puck. What's this? She's having a meal here. Another meal. There's lots of wonderful fare.
We'll see what happens when he eats the blue stuff when we get back for the third period. But right now,
I don't even know what some of this stuff is. I don't know. It's blue and red, and I think that's macaroni.
Well, it's
baby.
Yeah, take the blue one.
Step aside. I got work to do.
It's.
I mean, they're just now Delaware North, the company that provides the concessions in Key Bank Center, is like, well, we got to use this to our advantage. So they're bringing him some of their finest fare. And I like how he's like, I don't even know what the hell this is. Blue stuff? They're like, oh, God. Come on, Rob.
It's not working.
We're trying to get people to come to the fucking arena. They're not going to come for hockey. The least they can come is for whatever the fuck this is, this food.
Just one chicken tender, it looks like.
My buddy works for Delaware North, and we always shit on him. We're like, what's this fucking crap, dude? We're sending pictures of it. It's fine food. It's fine. They have a trough of nachos. I think that's hilarious. It's like so you could share with your friend. You sit down, you put it on your lap.
Yeah.
And it's like a fucking trough. But also, I mean, I've never purchased one, but I can see myself just like walking around with that thing and then just like you turn. I mean, there's tight quarters there. I'm going to bang someone in the head with it in front of me. Anyhow, let's see. There's a couple more here.
Two. Yeah. I had chicken and waffles, and it was excellent. And
still selling the food.
Macaroni and cheese there, too.
Yeah, they had some of that up here. I'd never seen a blue waffle, so I was afraid of it.
Two.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Do you think they know that little LOL they just did? I mean, we are all degenerates of the internet.
I don't know.
We know what a blue waffle is, right?
Yeah.
I think I know what it is. I definitely have trauma attached to whatever it is. I'll tell you that. It's very 2 girls, 1 cup sort of reference there, right? It's like Tub Girl, Blue Waffle, 2 girls, 1 cup. It's in that mix somewhere, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to make sure I wasn't talking tales out of school there.
No, you're right. And he just threw it out there.
And he just said that. I never had a blue waffle before. Well, I'd hope not, Dan Dunleavy. From what I understand. Boy, oh boy. But Delaware North is selling blue waffles? That's not a good look. I'm going to talk to my pal about that.
Trying to get people there.
Yeah, I guess so. And again, they're just talking about the food because they're like, we got to do something. I mean, God, Rob Ray's up in the stands. You know, we got to do something here. Let's hear it again. I'm talking about the fucking blue waffle.
Yeah. I had chicken and waffles, and it was excellent. And there was a little macaroni and cheese there, too.
Yeah, they had some of that up here. I'd never seen a blue waffle, so I was...
We sure have.
Two.
We sure have seen a blue waffle. I'm going to look this up.
Should I Google it real fast?
WebMD has a thing. I didn't know if you wanted it on your computer. WebMD has what is a blue waffle? It's from WebMD. That's how far it's gone. I'm going to just read it right here. Blue waffle, if you want to conjure up some images. Blue waffle, sometimes called blue waffles disease. So this is a medical technical term. Or waffle blue disease. That doesn't mean, what is that, Canadian or something? It's a made up STI, sexually transmitted infection. Nothing you see about it online is real. What? So WebMD had to make up or like put out an article to be like, this is fake. How did it start? This hoax began many years ago when someone posted an online image of a bright blue vulva, the outside of the vagina, for those who didn't know. Thank you for telling us, WebMD. According to the anonymous poster, it was due to a STI, sexually transmitted infection, that only affects women and has no cure. People started calling it blue waffle disease, since waffle is the slang term for vagina. It is?
There it is.
I mean, we can't show this, right?
No, we cannot show this.
I didn't need to see it. Why are you bringing it up just for me? I get the picture. It's not even real.
There we go.
There you go. This is the cute one. Why would they make this after that hoax has permeated the internet so much that the 3 of us thought it was real just now, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Man, oh man, the fact that I go, oh my God, WebMD has it, so it's definitely real. And then, lo and behold, it's because people are like scared of it probably, and they're Googling it like, how do I avoid getting the blue waffle?
That one image just...
It frightened the internet.
Hit at the right time.
I mean, women complain about that HPV business. Imagine if the blue waffle was real, we'd hear about it all the time. Oh my God, I'm going to get a blue waffle. A man can't get it, blah, blah, blah. Oh boy, oh boy. Fictitious blue waffle symptoms were itching, burning, discharge. Why do they have the fictitious symptoms in this article? That's crazy. Blue waffle isn't real. No known health condition can turn your genitals blue. But symptoms like these can signal that you have another issue going on down there. For instance, you could have vaginitis. This is a common vaginal inflammation that's highly treatable. Imagine someone having all those symptoms and being like, but it's not blue, so I must be good. Everything's fine. It's not blue. Come on. That would be wild. This is a common vaginal inflammation that's highly treatable, or you could have a real STI. I've never heard of it STI so many times. I thought it was STD, but I guess infection.
I think they changed it while
because not everything is a disease anymore.
I think disease was scaring kids.
Scaring them? I mean, don't you want to scare them? Don't you want them to be like, I don't want to get one of those? They're like, it's not that bad. It's actually just an infection that's treatable. And they're like, all right, fine, I'll have unprotected sex.
I think that was the move.
Wild. Anyhow, now it just gets into what to do with an STD. Unbelievable. What a find there. Dan Dunleavy talking about a blue waffle. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Rocket Money. I just learned that 85% of people have at least one paid subscription that goes unused each month. And thank God that I did learn that, because I thought I was the only one out here. I thought I was a big dum-dum who was wasting money left and right. Thank you, Rocket Money, for making me feel a part of a community. People sign up for something all the time, then they forget about it. The money just drains out of their account before you know it. With Rocket Money, I get to see all my subscriptions in one place. And then I cancel the ones. I just go down, beep, boop, boop, boop. All the ones I'm not using, canceling them out. Now I'm saving money and I'm staying organized, which, let me tell you, feels damn good. I am not organized in any aspect of life. Thank you, Rocket Money, for making me feel what it's like to have a bit of organization. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and they've saved those users a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions and saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. You can cancel unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Just go to rocketmoney.com/Potter today. That's rocketmoney.com/Potter. One more time, rocketmoney.com/Potter. What was next?
He knew it as soon as it happened. And here's Darlene.
Oh, love that.
Sending him into the bench there. And
now, if this team had any heart, they'd beat the shit out of him.
That player right there would have been grabbed onto him, thrown to the bottom. He would have had water dumped on him. He would have been kicked. Might have been stepped on a little bit.
Exactly, Razor. Tell him. Pause it. That's right. That should be happening right now. The second I saw this guy get knocked into the fucking bench, I was like, why aren't they beating the shit out of that guy?
Yeah.
The way that they did with the fucking bystander back in the 90s. That was like even part of the video game at one point. When you checked a guy into your own bench, the bench would get up and fucking... That was part of sports, baby. That was part of hockey. It should have looked like this, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Oh, then fucking Malarchuk's out there going to get into a scrap as well. All right, and Rob Ray is just speaking his mind now, by the way. He doesn't usually, I've watched a lot of hockey games, and he speaks pretty loosely, but I've just noticed it to a different level. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you've been watching many of the MSG broadcasts, and it's just par for the course, but it's been a little different lately. Keep going. Is there one more?
Last one.
Yeah.
Way up in the rafters where perhaps he felt lost. Now feels like he's right at home.
I am home, sweet home here, Dan. I'm looking for a few fish to squish while we're up here.
What? I mean, that is a saying about the Buffalo Bills. I'm looking for a few fish to squish, like about the Miami Dolphins, but like, I don't understand the context of it there. In this one, is he talking about pussy? He's very happily married.
He's got some
Way
friends
up
up
in the
there.
rafters where
What's that?
He's got some people up there now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, people probably
perhaps he
saw
felt
him and moved up
lost.
there.
Now feels like he's right at home.
I am home, sweet home here, Dan. I'm looking for a few fish to squish while we're up here.
See, also, they probably only have that light on him when they cut to him. So people are probably, by this point in the game, they figured out where the hell he is and that he's doing it. You know, now that they're in the arena, they're like, is that fucking Rob Ray up in 327? So I would have congregated there too. Look at how fucking empty it is. It's disgusting. God. But now, since then, he's gone back to his spot and he's back in the, place that he was when he got hit with the puck. And he's doing weird shit. Like there was one where he was like fighting with a little kid. And you don't really see it, but here, watch this moment here. It says,
Okay, let me Pop, pop, boom, pop, boom, pop, boom, boom. All right. Just got that taken care of. Now I can move on.
Who are you duking it out with?
The little guy down here. He's trying to.
Oh, everybody's little standing.
Yeah, but
Come on.
So
Okay,
pause it
just
there.
let me-
So some little fucking kid is behind the glass and he's trying to like fight Rob Ray, quote unquote. And Rob Ray takes time not to just do it when he's off the mic. He could have did it at a commercial. He does it while he's supposed to be talking about something that happened in the hockey game. I can't even get Rob Ray to turn around and go like this. What the fuck, dude? This little kid got him to go beep. I thought he was singing a Kendrick Lamar song. He's like beep, pop, beep, boop, beep, pop, beep. What the fuck?
Hey, you're the man!
Nothing. Not a fucking, even a glance. You know he hears me and he's just like. He's not even talking at this point. It's not like he's in the middle of a, a point or like he's making any analyst sort of thing here. He's just standing there, for Christ's sake.
I love you!
Also, it's 8-1 or some horse shit at this point. No one cares anymore. All right, go ahead. Play the rest of it.
Play the rest of it?
Yeah, while I get ready for the next.
Rob Ray! Look at me! One time! I love you! Rob Ray!
All right. So the other video that I found here for sports to round it out, it's of Anthony Edwards. Now, Obama, Barack Obama, he used to be the president, 44th president of the United States. He loves his basketball. Sorry, I choked. I'm choking on something in my own mouth right now. So Obama loves basketball. We all knew that. Now that he's retired, I'd imagine he can go to more events, basketball events. And so he's like, at some all-star event here where all the all-stars are like having a drink. They're at like a gala of sorts. Maybe it's for the NBA honors. I don't really know what happens in the NBA in terms of their all-star week. And I don't think many people do nowadays because the all-star game has become a fucking joke compared to the NHL's all-star format, which people were mad that I didn't talk about. But what am I going to, I didn't have anything funny to say about it. I did enjoy it quite a bit. The Four Nations tournament that they did for the NHL. Unbelievable hockey action, and I think it made a lot of fans, especially what with the juxtaposition of the NBA format falling flat on its face. I mean, it was disgustingly gay. It was just so dumb. But Obama's at an event here, and he starts I think he says, I don't remember what exactly he says to Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards is not having it. Anthony Edwards is not letting Barack Obama talk shit to him. Watch this.
I didn't think I'd start do that. What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Man, y'all better stand down. I'm the truth.
He's the truth. He said he's the truth. Yeah.
Pause it.
Boy, no.
So here's Obama talking to, I believe that is Giannis. And he's like, how about this young guy? He can hoop, huh? I think he can hoop. Oh, I live in Hawaii. I mean, he is just trying to gas him up, compliment him. And Anthony Edwards takes the president's remarks as slander. He goes, you better stand down, bitch. Like, he gets pissed. He's like, I am the truth. And then Obama's like, he says he's the truth. All right, go ahead.
Boy, no.
Keep going, though.
I guess.
He's
cold,
talking
though. I gotta
shit
give
to
him
him.
credit. He give up 50 every time we play him.
I mean,
I ain't 7 foot.
and y'all got 2 7-footers, and he's still.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Huh?
Don't talk. We ain't gonna do all that.
No, I'm just saying.
3 7-footers.
He got 3. That's right. Because he got 9
I give him credit. I told you that. I said
He did.
I gave him credit.
I remember that. Okay.
Do you think he knows who he's talking to?
Now that is something that I was curious about too, but I also think he doesn't give a shit who he's talking to. I think the fact that Obama, being a former president, makes him talk even more shit. It's like an authority thing. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, no, I don't think he knows it's Obama.
I mean, that would be hilarious if he just was like, this fucking old guy.
Yeah.
I mean, who was he? Like, what, he used to play for some team? Like, he doesn't even ask later. He's just like, there's just some old head. Unk in the fucking gala.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild. The fact that he's just so pissed off, like, there's guys like that, that are just like, the second you talk to them, you're trying to give them a compliment, they're like, nah. you're like, I'm complimenting you. They're like, we don't play that. You're like, what's going on here? What's happening? LeBron, come here. Now he brings LeBron.
Listen, are y'all talking to this young man? Because he just keeps on. Right now, he just said he's the truth and all that. And
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
that's
truth.
what he
That's
said.
You asked him, you tell him the whole context of the situation, though. You asked him what he think about this young man, and he said, I'm okay. I said, I'm the truth. He's tripping. That's what happened.
Nothing wrong with that.
Say,
Nothing wrong with that.
gotta have that.
Yeah, that man the truth.
Gotta have a little swag like
You ain't
that.
lying.
Now, if Obama didn't have Secret Service guys probably at every door over there, like, watching, do you think he'd be shitting his pants a little bit that this guy's like pulling up on him like that? Obama seemed a little nervous.
Yeah. That's why he pulled LeBron over.
I mean, he's like, LeBron, come over here. This young man, you been talking to him?
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, Obama's like shaking it. This is the man that like supposedly like, he stood up. He's like, I stood up to Putin. You know what I mean? Like, he's having a hard time with Anthony Edwards right now. This is telling. I mean,
Hey, Reese, what that is right there? Strawberry lemonade?
now this part's funny to me too.
It got like alcohol in it? No. Oh, I'll take one of those.
Pause.
There you
This
go.
is also a thing that is poisoning our society. These young kids, they don't drink. What the fuck's going on? I get it. If you're an athlete, I guess I could kind of, but none of this guy's like, strawberry lemonade, Shirley Temple. He's like, oh, bet. I'm like, what? That's fucking, have a beer, dude. What the fuck? God, when he gets out of the conversation by having a strawberry lemonade this whole thing. They talk about the guys in the league nowadays not being tough. Well, there's a sign of it right there, I suppose. But, man, Obama, I want to hear him talk again. Go when he brings over LeBron.
Way to go,
Oh, wait, what
young
is this?
man.
Yeah, can I
See the old guys, they're all like, nah.
Obama commenting on him not drinking. What if he just threw down? He's like, get this fucking old guy out of here. Who the hell is that? That's so funny.
Yo, okay. LeBron. Listen, are y'all talking to this young man? Because he just keeps on. Right now, he just said he's the truth and all that. And
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
that's
truth.
what he
That's
said.
You asked him, you tell him the whole context of the situation, though.
That's
You
exactly,
asked him-
can you pause it? That's exactly how I'd imagine talking to LeBron is, too. It's like just catchphrases that he's heard, from stuff. He just speaks in catchphrase because he doesn't have a single, like, ounce of personality whatsoever. You think that's what conversation is? You can't handle the truth? He just starts rattling off things like that. Yeah, LeBron, sure, he's like a fucking
What he
robot.
think about this young man, and he said, I'm okay. I said, I'm the truth. He's tripping. That's what happened.
Obama wants Anthony Edwards to think he's cool so bad. He's like, I was the president. Anyhow, today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Lucy. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with that little extra surprise. Oh my gosh, I love that little extra surprise. So flavorful. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken and open to release extra flavor and hydration. It is so, you're just like in paradise when you break this thing. Mango? Pff, what am I, on a tropical island? Apple ice? Oh my goodness. Am I in a fall day at a mill right now? This is wonderful. It's such a great thing when you break that. I've been putting in the upper deckers on stage. I don't know if they're, Lucy recommends, I think, the upper decker, which I've never heard before, but I feel like I'm onto something with that. So go check it out yourself. Set yourself up with a subscription, and boom, you can have Lucy delivered straight to your door. I'm using, like I said, the mango, the citrus berry. Oh my goodness, my favorites. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/Potter, use promo code Potter, and you're going to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you decide to change your mind. Again, go to lucy.co, use code Potter, and you're going to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age. Every order is age verified. And warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive substance and chemical. Let's get into some news stories, shall we? Oh boy, got a good one about air travel. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, all the planes are crashing, they're flipping upside down, they're falling out of the sky. But let me ask you if this perchance might be a worse scenario. And this was sent in by Jefferson Nally. An Australian couple. Yeah, we are Australian. They were left shaken after the body of a woman who died midway through a flight was placed on a seat right next to them. Now, unpack that for a moment. Why on earth, this is my initial questions before we get to the rest of the details, why on earth would they need to move the dead body? Can't they just let her die where she is, provided she does seated in her ticketed seat? I mean, if it was in the bathroom and they put her back into her seat, that makes sense, right? That would be the only, if if you're in the middle seat or if she's in the middle seat, I don't know. It'd be wild just to be like, so the woman that went to the bathroom, she died. We got to put her back here. Sorry. I mean, because here's the thing, though. When I first heard this, I didn't think this was that bad. I thought anyone who sits next to me on a plane, I could very well be a dead body, too. They don't have any idea. I don't even fucking move. I'm over there against the wall. I could have been dead the whole time. They have no idea. Let's see. We have a news story about it?
Yeah, from CNN.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's see what happens here in this emotional interview.
This is an upsetting story for so many different reasons. These passengers were on a flight from Melbourne, Australia to Doha, Qatar. Around 10 hours into this 14-hour journey, a woman collapsed in the aisle. Attempts were made to try to revive her. Unfortunately, she did die. So then the crew made a move using a wheelchair-like device to try to move her to the front of the aircraft toward the business class cabin. Unfortunately, the aisleway was too narrow. So
pause it for a
this
second.
Woman's body.
Also, if you're in business class, you're not bringing the dead body up here. No. You send that shit back to coach. Also, this plane's going to Qatar. You worried about the dead body smell? Come on. All right, go ahead.
Body was then placed in a seat next to a married couple covered in a blanket. This morning, Qatar Airways is expressing its condolences to this family, apologizing to passengers about how this all unfolded. Very upsetting for this husband and wife on a vacation heading to Italy. Let's take a listen to Jennifer Collins. She was with her husband. She explains what happened.
Yeah, I'm not a great flyer at the best of times, but when my husband turned around and said, move, we've got to move, I was really shocked, and I said, are they going to, put her there? And luckily a lady behind me on the other aisle, she said, darling, come here, a lovely English lady. And I sat next to her. But so Mitch was across the aisle then from me for the rest of the flight.
Unfortunately, while not
Can
common,
you pause
these
it for a
things do
second?
happen from time to time.
I mean, again, they're on Qatar Airlines. If they just would have suspended belief, that lady, she's just got a little towel over her head. I mean, she looks like the rest of the ladies on there.
Yeah, you can't tell a body's dead for the first few hours.
I look like I'm dead on the plane, too. I mean, this is the way this woman is acting. It's almost like her family member died. I mean, imagine being the family member of this poor woman who died in an airplane on her way to wherever the hell they're going, Qatar or whatever. And you get there and it's like, we're so sorry, so-and-so died. And then these people get off the plane and they're like, oh, I have the heebie-jeebies. Give me money.
Yes.
Crazy to react. So this woman is acting like a family member of hers died. Like the fucking, what's it called? The people on the crew on board murdered her family member or something and then put her in the seat and was like, you have to ride next to your dead person family member. They don't even know this lady. She's just covered in a little towel. How long could they be on this fucking plane for? Go ahead.
The rest of the flight.
Unfortunately, while not common, these things do happen from time to time. John, we are looking back in the archives. At one point in time, one airline actually had a special compartment for some of its long-haul flights where, in the event of a situation like this, a corpse could be stored for the remainder of the flight. Obviously, a lot of questions still to be asked here.
That's right. They used to have that, and now it is a ticket that costs $1,300. You can get that ticket. It's different. It's not business class. It's corpse class. Get that now, $1,300, and you get a round-trip ticket in the corpse section of the aircraft. All right. Next up, we have a story from Lucas in Colorado. And this is fun because this is a level of, it's not semen terror, but it is pee terror, which is also bad.
Queef of the week.
That's right, the queef of the week, folks. Going to this gentleman, a content creator, by the way, which all automatically makes him a queef. I mean, I know I can be filed into that category. I don't like it. Trust me. Look at my Instagram. It's losing people by the day. Content creator has been accused of contaminating a grocery store in New Hampshire with her urine and filming it. Anything for the gram. This lady on the TikTok, I'm sure she's got 1 million followers, and she'll be headlining the Cincinnati Funny Bone next week. All right, let's see what she did here. We got a news story.
Yep, from Boston.
Oh, boy,
Yeah.
right in Lee's
7 News.
backyard.
Now from the night team, a woman accused of a disgusting display inside a Keene, New Hampshire grocery store. Police say she recorded herself urinating on food. Several items were recalled because of contamination concerns. The night team Disagreshi is live in Keene with that story.
Police say this so-called
Ooh.
content creator recorded herself contaminating the items and then posted those videos online. The incident is so bizarre, it's been the talk of the town.
Can you pause it?
It's gross, but also kind of funny.
It is gross, but also kind of funny, obviously. But also, I would imagine seeing the lady in the mugshot, there's a few folk out there that would pay top dollar to have her pee on their food. I think she just had the wrong the wrong arena to do this in. You don't go to the grocery store and do it and film it. You do that inside a gentleman's home who asks you and pays you money to do it. You could have made a great deal of money. And then, I mean, this lady, I wish she would have showed us. Hey, what did she do, Lisa? What was
Incident
going
is
on
so
there?
bizarre, it's been the talk of the town.
Yeah, it's gross, but also kind of funny, but mostly gross.
Keene police say an anonymous tip about someone purposely urinating on food in a store and posting the videos online to
Can
prove
you pause it for a second? I like the, I don't know what she used to do the voiceover on this one. It's kind of a tintier sound, but also she really popped her pee on purposely urinating. That was cool. All right, go ahead.
Led to an immediate food recall and the arrest of this woman, 23-year-old Kelly Tedford. Investigators identifying Tedford as the woman in several videos that show her contaminating the items with her urine inside of the Monadnock Food Co-op.
The what?
The Monadnock Food Co-op.
The hell is, I mean, is that one of those hoity-toity grocery stores that are in like a hipster neighborhood where it's like, it's a co-op and like.
Except in Keene, New Hampshire, it's more for like poor people.
Oh, that's what they always make the co-ops out to be. But I remember there was one near where I lived, and I was like, oh, I'll go there, and you have to do a membership, and then it's just like like 7 things.
Probably Keene is a college town.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Those things confound me. That's all I'm saying. So this lady's going into the co-op, and they're like, oh, she's just another 23-year-old white girl in here. Oh, she's peeing on the groceries. Can you go back? I want to watch this guy talk more. This guy with like 2005 facial hair.
It was just, we were all like, oh, what? Oh, no.
Longtime customers can barely...
That's his reaction to someone pissing potentially on his food is like, what? Whoa. Cool. I mean, is this going to end up being some sort of like hipster thing where it's like, no, I'm actually sterilizing the fruit by pissing on it? It's actually better for you. It helps your gut biome having my piss on the fruit or whatever. Look at this guy. He's stoked about it. He's
This
like,
guy's
whoa, wait a minute. It's kind of gross, but funny and also like super hot. And she could like, if she's looking for stuff to pee on, you could do it on my crazy 2005 goatee right here.
He's looking for a link.
Yeah. He's like, where's this? What TikTok account is this? TikTok, do they let you show you peeing on things? I feel like that's like a quick one and done. You're going to get kicked off there. But it seems like this was a series that she had going. I don't know. Wild. Let's see what else they say.
Oh, no.
Longtime customers can barely contain their shock and disgust.
That's gross. That's unpleasant.
Terrifying, too, because my wife and I come here very often, and around that same time period, we actually got some of the stuff that the store said that, she might have peed in.
As soon as the Monadnock Food Co-op was notified
And
by
nothing
police,
happened
the
to
items...
you. So what's the... I like how they're like, they couldn't. contain their shock and disgust. And then they went to that woman who's just like so deadened. She's like, no, that's crazy. It's gross. I'm disgusted.
They lucked out with this guy. He was stoked to be on the news.
Yeah, and that's like the only guy that they talked to. He's like, I don't know. Could I have? It's one of those things where it's like people always say after a tragedy, they're like, my friend knew someone who was in that building. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Like they always try to attach themselves to it. This guy's doing it too. He's like, me and my wife come here and we definitely buy those groceries that I might have had pee. You're talking to a guy who might have had some pee over here. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Were removed from the aisles, followed by the recall of several bulk food items purchased between February 10th and February 15th. The store writing in part, our community's health and safety remain our top priorities. While this was a highly unusual situation, we took swift action in accordance with our food safety and recall procedures. We have also been in direct communication with the Keene Health Department, which has confirmed that no ongoing risks remain.
Hilarious. They're talking like there is an outbreak of some sort of fungi or something that will could potentially create a epidemic in the community. But really, it's just some lady who was peeing on things for TikTok. I mean, they have to do all that shit just because someone pissed on something. That's what the people in the fucking upper floors of that grocery store, the upper management, they're like, oh my God, we got some fucking chick pissing on shit. Now I got to call the health department and tell them someone's pissing in our groceries. God damn it.
Yeah, and it's national news. People picked it up.
Yeah, of course. It's all over the place. Now they're like, this little grocery co-op, they're like, great, now we're the fucking piss place. Yeah. Sick. All right, go ahead. They're going to have to change their logo.
Tedford has never been an employee, and they will now be reviewing their security measures. The entire...
Hold on, what was that?
They were just saying she wasn't an employee, I guess. Was she claiming? She's like, I work here and I piss in all the groceries. I wonder what these TikToks said.
The food co-op says Tedford has never been an employee, and they will now be reviewing their security measures. The entire ordeal leaving many speechless.
This one person decided to do this very crude and creepy thing.
Yeah, also not very smart to do your crime on camera and share it with the world. So.
Investigators say Tedford's other videos would suggest she's been doing this for quite some time now, and that some of these videos date back to 2021, both here in Keene and in surrounding communities. She's now facing felony charges. Reporting in Keene,
Well, it's
New
good to
Hampshire.
know the lady that is pissing on food and into food at grocery stores has a worse algorithm or whatever terrible social media following. If you can piss in grocery store food for 3 years, put it out onto the internet and no one sees it, you're doing a bad job. You're not really a good content creator. If your shit was blowing up, if you were going viral and it was working, you would have got caught after the first reel. I mean, for 3 years, you're like, I can't get any traction on my grocery pissing videos. I mean, am I shadow banned? Am I shadow banned right now? I can't get any views in my grocery pissing reels here. God, can you comment, like and share, please? Because unbelievable. Hey, shout out to this chick, by the way, Lisa. Yeah. Keep an eye on her. Anyhow, we got another one here. I'm going to skip this one, but I'm going to go to this one. Oh, yeah. The Super Bowl murder. Now, we don't have a video for this, but that's okay. We can talk about it because it's fun. It's fun, I say.
Murder.
Yakima, Washington. That sounds like a punchline to many, many hack comedian jokes that I heard along the way. That's the only reason I know that Yakima, Washington exists. I'm sure it's from listening to an old man in a fire hall make a joke. He goes, Yakima is a funny word. I'm going to say that one. A 27-year-old Yakima woman charged with killing a man at her apartment and wounding her own child during a Super Bowl party. Now, we heard about a murder that happened around Super Bowl week involving a member of the media. This one happening on Super Bowl day, and T-Bone sent this in saying it was the first murder in his town. Oh, my God, lady. This lady can murder me. Her name is Anne-Marie Melendrez. She's very pretty. Hey, when you get out, if you need to rehabilitate, Hit up your boy. I can make it happen. I'll be right there. We'll help you get through probation. Anyway, let's find out what she did first. She's expected to make a preliminary appearance in Yakima County Superior Court Thursday afternoon. She was arrested on a warrant charging her with first and second degree manslaughter. Oh, that's not bad. Manslaughter's good, right? That's where oopsie, I killed a guy, right? Manslaughter. Anyhow. The death of David Suarez Hernandez, as well as third-degree assault and wounding her 1-year-old son February 9th, shooting at her apartment at the 1400 block of Folsom Avenue. She's also charged with first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm, boop. I don't really care about any of that. Child endangerment, yada, yada, yada. Yakima police went to the apartment around 10:45 p.m. for a welfare check after Melendrez called 911 crying and hung up without answering questions. That's always going to get them to come over. I hear about people calling 911 these days and they're on hold. There's not a lot of urgency. Someone broke in my house, that kind of thing. You just got to call, cry, and hang up, and they're like, whoa, send someone over. They're going to come real quick. According to a probable cause affidavit, another 911 caller heard a woman crying in a nearby alleyway. Police found Melendrez sitting on the ground holding her son, who was also crying. The boy's shirt was covered in blood, and an officer found a gunshot wound in the boy's abdomen. He was taken to the multi-care Yakima Memorial Hospital. Melendrez was initially uncooperative, but was later taken to the hospital to be with her son. The boy was later released from the hospital to relatives. Melendrez had an odor of alcohol on her person. Oh, she's drinking. And she was slurring her speech. She had bloodshot, watery eyes and had balance problems. This is all to paint her as a drunk person. Oh, there she is there. She's very sad. And that's a good court look, huh? Wouldn't you say? If you're going to court for shooting someone, you got to have this look on your face.
I think her lawyer might be 15.
That's what I was going to say, too. And she has this child lawyer.
Yeah.
That's who's doing all the free shit now. It's just like, hello there, mister. I'm going to do your case today. I mean, this guy is he probably gets that all the time. He's probably really actually 30.
Attorney Conrad Beatty.
Conrad B. He's probably a public attorney provided, No one's paying for that guy. Anyway, she's super drunk. Is that how you get away with murder? Is be drunk to do it? Because then they're like, she was not herself. If she was sober, she wouldn't have done this kind of thing. Did our 15-year-old lawyer here come up with a little loophole? Police also found a spent 9mm cartridge on the floor by the body, as well as a live 9mm cartridges on the kitchen floor and the dining table, blah, blah, blah. An autopsy determined he was shot. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's a good autopsy guy. He's just smoking. He's like, I think this one was shot. I'm going to go with shot for this one. I know I'm a fucking good. Got it real quick. Witnesses said that Melendrez was hosting a Super Bowl party at her home, and then Melendrez and another person went to pick up Suarez Hernandez from his West Valley home. Suarez Hernandez took out a pistol with a laser sighting device and removed the gun's magazine and cleared a live round from the chamber, the affidavit said. So this guy's just showing off his lethal weapon 4 gun. He's like, I got a fucking laser. Melendrez loaded the weapon and was waving it around at the people when she fired, the affidavit said. There were 4 other adults, 3 children in the apartment at the time. So she's just playing with a cool gun. And it went off.
They were just hanging out. It was a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, she was like, woo, A.J. Brown scored. Oh, shit. My son. Oh, no. Jesus Christ. My son. And the other guy who's dead. Her bail was set at $100,000. Melendrez has prior convictions for first-degree robbery, second-degree assault, and second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. Suarez Hernandez's killing was the first homicide in Yakima this year, and one of 3 in the country. So we're doing pretty good.
The county.
Oh, in the county. Well, we're not doing that good then.
Yeah, the country's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. Thought about it for a second. I'm like, maybe at the time of this, I mean, it was only February something, so maybe we had a great January. I don't fucking know.
Placid.
All right, let's do another one here. One more before we go. Ooh, this one's good. It's another.
Murder.
Also from Lucas in Colorado. By the way, JoshPotterShow at gmail.com is the place to go. This one is about a Florida woman. Oh, my goodness. This has all the Florida stuff wrapped in it. This is a very Florida murder right here.
I did find a quick video on this one.
Oh, good. Well, should we read it first or play the video first, do you think?
Let's get introduced. I think it's 30 seconds.
All right, let's watch it.
Daytona Beach woman accused of killing her elderly roommate in a brutal attack. 35-year-old Nicole Manx was found with blood on her leg and a knife and a hammer on her, according to...
Yeah, he gets there, though.
This woman, how old do you think she is? Does it say in here? Because the man was 79 years old. Her name is Nicole Max. It does not say
35 years old.
35. The rent is too damn high, folks. People are just moving in with old people. Am I going to have to move in with an elderly man at some point if my career doesn't pick up? I mean, this is not good. And if I get old, I'm more thinking about the other side of things. When I'm an elderly man, am I going to have to get a 35-year-old neck-tattooed psychopath to be my roommate? Is that what I'm going to have to do to get by in this fucking world? Golly, that's a sad state of affairs. So keep it going. Let's watch what she does here. Go back to the beginning, since it's so short.
He gets there.
Yeah.
Daytona Beach woman accused of killing her elderly roommate in a brutal attack. 35-year-old Nicole Manx was found with blood on her leg and a knife and a hammer on her, according to police. She had changed her story numerous times, refused to cooperate with detectives. When police told her that they were going to take a DNA sample, she requested a Mountain Dew soda, poured it all over her body and hair, attempting to interfere with the evidence. Despite those attempts, the test came back. The knife was, in fact, the murder weapon. She remains behind bars.
You think Mountain Dew's psyched about that? They're like, see, another great use of Mountain Dew. I think Mountain Dew should market that right now. Do you have evidence on your body? Mountain Dew. Pour it all over and it's gone. I mean, I wonder if that even worked. She's like, yeah, that'd be great. I'll definitely provide you with all that. First, may I have a diet Mountain Dew? Oh, very specific. And then she's pours it all over herself. God, that's wild.
Yeah, that's the headline was doused herself in Mountain Dew to evade DNA detection.
I mean, I wonder if it works. Maybe we should do Mythbusters on this program at some point. Put some DNA on my person and then dump the Mountain Dew over it. They're like, Mountain Dew doesn't get rid of your fingerprints, lady. Also, the blood on your I mean, does Mountain Dew, you always see those TikToks or whatever where they take like Coca-Cola and they put it in like some sort of soapy mixture and then they're like, it takes the rust right off my car or something like that, I wonder if Mountain Dew does take blood off stuff. I'm sure there's many TikToks out there and she probably saw one of those and was like, this is perfect. I seen a TikTok about this. Just pour Mountain Dew all over my body and boom, no more evidence. Bye-bye. I like how they found her with a knife or what was it, a gun and a hammer or a knife and a hammer?
I think a knife.
Yeah, she's like going out. She's like, okay, I got my knife, I got my hammer. I mean, like, that's crazy to carry both of those things. Look at that neck tattoo, too. Golly. That 79-year-old man was probably stoked to have this lady live with him.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, sick. Maybe I'll get my old dick sucked once in a while. That'd be nice.
That's probably why she
one
killed
before
him.
I go. Because he was getting too many dick sucks?
He was probably asking her.
So, I mean, that's nothing to kill a guy over. Come on. This poor old man, he's going to die someday. He's like, how about just one?
For your listening enjoyment, we now present the Moonlight Melodies of...
Anyhow, if you ever get some blood on you, pour some Mountain Dew on that thing. Let me know how it works. I'll do it too. We'll figure it out together. But thank you to Lucas in Colorado. Thank you to all the folks sending in articles to JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. Thank you to Navaez for sending this in. I appreciate it very much. Again, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is the place to do it. San Diego, California, coming to you March 27th. American Comedy Company. Get your tickets at thejoshpotter.com. Thank you to everybody who watched the show last weekend, this week, and every other week. I appreciate you. Tell your friends about it, for Christ's sake. Hit the like button. Get us in the algorithm. I mean, I'm over here drowning with the fucking lady pissing on the groceries. Get it up there for me, folks. I don't want to be like the lady who's pissing on groceries. Spread the word. Anyhow, thank you to Bobby. Thank you to Lee. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to everybody. We will be back next Wednesday. Hopefully with a very special guest. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'll see you then. It's the Josh Potter Show. Goodbye.
live and direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, ain't got time for a toast. It's the only place to get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit him. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your awards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since the Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.